saying? You are very crazy.
Right. This yeah, you not get issue before. You dey crazy. Right. I go to follow this on the beef. What I want the beef for?
Bright basically said, you see this drama that is going on in this house, I would no longer be a watcher. I will now be a full participant in the drama. Ibuka, you see what you have caused. Because the intensity of these fights no reach the offense will happen. And now they've decided that somebody will not sleep both in the night and during the day. Because if you watched my last video, I told you guys that I was on night watch. And that's why that video was like, you know, fully packed. Now, during the day, they brought another one. Anyway, what am I here for? I'm here to give you guys all the tea. So, welcome back to my channel, guys. If you're new here, please do well to like, share, subscribe, and all the good stuff. I'm here again with my phone. My camera never still good, but I'm trying to fix it. I'm actively trying to fix it. Anyway, for the bride situation, what exactly caused this fight? You guys know that Isabella, Thelma is the head of house. You know, was the head of house because this didn't already change. Thelma was the head of house for one day, and Kayk, she picked Kayk as her, you know, would I say deputy or the person to share this position with. Now there was a meeting, you know, Big Brother gave them a brief to read concerning their wager for this week, and they had gathered in the lounge to do, you know, normal gathering so that they can read out what the wager is going to be about. So there were like 3 people that were not present, but Sultana, apparently she's not feeling fine. Kola was using the restroom. For Bright, his own was very intentional. So he just was being sluggish. He didn't want to just go down, you know, immediately. And it's when he was explaining, or it's when he was talking later, that we now got to find out that he just wanted to be stubborn, basically. He said Thelma was not attending meetings, and Thelma did it to him. There was a part that he was put as the head of for their wager last week. And apparently Thelma was not really adhering to some of the rules. So it's almost like payback, right?
I know how many times I hosted a meeting. She didn't show up.
So Kayk went to call, you know, people now. He now reported what was going on with the people upstairs. He said that for Bright is just being a bee, and and that he's just being sluggish. He shall reported it in that manner, right? Okay.
Kola is using the toilet. Sultana is sick. Yeah. Bright is just being sluggish. I don't know why.
And then Bright heard him, you know, referring to him, using the B word on him, and that's when he came down and started gingering. And after he came down and he basically warned him that, you know, they follow him talk, this and that one. You know, Stan was giving him like warning and all.
Bro, me know as they follow me talk.
Right? And before you know, the matter now escalated into something more. And you guys, it got to a point where he went to the kitchen. In fact, it almost got physical based off of what we saw. As they're holding him now, we don't know whether he would have gone for it or not. And I don't know, a part of me feels like maybe they would have left him so that we'll see, you know. Because if you do anything, you're gonna go home. He was saying, I'm going to beat you. I mean, I go hit you. I mean, I go scatter your face, let's strike.
Right. This yeah, you not get issue before. You dey crazy. Right. I go to follow this on the beef. What I want the beef for? Who the fuck is
this? In Big Brother's house, scattering of face is not strike. It's not one strike. It's going to be straight up disqualification. So I don't know whether he was thinking that, oh, if he gets physical, it's one strike, or one this thing is one strike. That one, they go out straight. Come on. Holding phone is another thing. That one, you could just go out straight. Anyway, they were holding him, so we don't know if he would have gone for it. Meanwhile, Kayk was just there standing. Like, he was literally there. Almost like he was waiting for him to, like, okay, come now. And then somebody was in the background saying, leave him. Like, they should leave Bright. Let's see what he's going to do. If I was in that house, I feel leave him so that we're going to reduce small. So, the whole thing just continued. At some point, people that called him to the diary room, that's Bright, because he saw that he was trying to get to a point of no return. So, people that does that sometimes if he sees that things are getting out of control. So, he called him into the diary room. And that's that for that. And then for the Thelma situation of not, you know, showing up when there's a meeting, Jason J was on Bright's side. So Jason J voiced out that Thelma did it to him to like how many meetings did she attend. He was just calling her out, saying how many meetings did she attend. So he was basically also speaking up, right? And Thelma was now saying that she gave him respect as head of house, and she attended meetings. Jason J was saying that she did not attend a lot of meetings, aside from the times that she was cooking. The other times where she did not attend, and she was trying to defend that. The whole thing almost even still led to fights because Jason J used the F word and they almost started their own situation, but it did not really escalate.
But I gave you a respect as head of house, so you should not be the person heading a conversation of you did so many things and I was not there. The other 2 times I was absent were the 2 times I cooked last week.
Not just 2 times, almost every fucking time you're in that kitchen, I call
Can
everybody.
You were the only person. Like that.
Now, another fight that happened was between Thelma and IMISI. Basically, it had to do with food that IMISI kept in the fridge, right? So she made a pot of stew on Monday and it had been in the fridge for a while, right? And then they were just addressing the whole issue. When I tuned in, or when I started the part I watched, I just noticed that they were getting like insults had already been flying, right? Insult from what I watched. This one I didn't watch it directly, so the clip I saw online, Thelma threw her insults, IMISI responded, and the whole thing just escalated. But now still, we caused the matter. IMISI was saying she's going to eat whenever she's going to eat it whenever she wants. She was just saying her own part, right?
That's what I'm saying. You're very crazy. You wanted to throw out that stew on Saturday, and I think Gigi, no, don't do that. You're always trying to play victim, IMISI, and you won't get the opportunity this week.
Yeah, okay, I love to play victim, and I'll play it well. Yeah.
So for me, this whole food thing, whenever you see for food matter and this people in this house, I would always be on the part of try to be considerate of others, right? I feel like if you, like for example, this whole stew thing, you made stew on Monday, you kept it all through the week, you've been eating other things, and most often than not, that thing is going to waste, right? So it doesn't make sense to just have it there. Thelma was saying that Gigi wanted to even throw it away, meaning that maybe the thing is not even really good at this point, right? So I like when, or I'm always on the part of like them being considerate. But Thelma insulting her first, another one I know say, okay, you said she said she find trouble. So obviously IMISI was going to respond. IMISI know they keep quiet when it comes to insults. So the whole thing just escalated there. Let's see how this week is now going to be, because the wager presentation is like they are doing it like a competition, it's a debate, and they are in 2 teams. And the team that wins is going to be in charge of food for the next week. And they are on opposing teams. That's Thelma and IMISI. So you can see how they go handle the matter. Then the head of house thing. The head of house thing was quite interesting because they don't collect the head of house position from Thelma. He not even reached 1 day head of house. So you guys know the challenger thing. She did not know that the challenger thing was not going to be her picking the people that would challenge her. Big Brother was the one that did the picking. So he basically picked based off of the last game, the people that came right behind the winners, right? Those that had like good time too. Now for the ladies, it was Ivata, Thelma, and Dede. And then for the guys, Victory, Dambo's Kid, and Jason J. Those were the people that qualified for this challenger situation. So they played the first game. It was cool and stuff. And just 3 people qualified from the first game. Thelma, Ivata, and Victory. The second game was tough. It had to do with like, basically having a steady hands, right? And Thelma did so well. I'm not even gonna lie, because she was one that was closest to winning before Victory just came and just like, ended up winning at the end of the because Thelma was so close. She was so close to winning. She was doing so well. And the last ball, basically, they were to balance the ball and get it to the position and put it in the basket. So the last one was the one that was the issue for Thelma. And then Victory ended up winning. Guess what, guys? Victory chose JOANNA to be his assistant, to share the head of house room with
JOANNA.
These housemates are messy. It's almost like, did they do a rehearsal? Like they carried these people into the house, they rehearsed and said, let's see what you're going to give us before we bring you into this house. Because everybody is messy in some way, one way or the other. Everybody is just messy. So imagine Victory picking Joanna. Joanna is the very person that Gigi has had an issue with, or Gigi has complained to him about. You know, there was a time that Joanna was sitting on his lap, and then them always being close and gisting. So it's like that one babe that I've complained to you about, that I'm not comfortable with you. Hey, this my window, don't take close. So it's like that one babe that I've complained to you about, that I'm not comfortable with your relationship with her, and then you now go ahead to pick that same person to share the head of house lounge with. If this isn't them being messy, then I don't know what is, because anyway, the drama that we signed up for, they're giving us with extra, like they're giving us the drama and extra. So obviously we are going to see what is going to come out of that. Meanwhile, as Thelma lost the head of house position, hey, do you know who was the happiest person? Isabella from the arena. She was already saying, you know, Ivata, you did well. Ivata did not do well. Ivata did not even put in a lot of balls in the holes that were there, so she definitely did not do well. But like Isabella was just like hailing her to pepper Thelma, and then she was also hailing Victory. She was very happy for Victory. You know, even when they went to the house and he was on the head of house chair, she was just dancing in his front, congratulating him, basically trying to pepper Thelma for the move that she made the previous day. So the whole house is just full of messy situations. Then Big Brother has introduced something new. He said the person that gets, no, it's not something new. I think they usually did it. They usually used to do it. I mean, they've done it for them in the past season. Like, if you have the worst performance for the week, you're going to get a punishment. You'll be labeled the house snail. So Otaja had the worst performance from the head of house games. So he's the house snail, and his punishment has to do with bathroom duties. So that's just what was spoken about today. So let me just end this video here, because you know, easy to talk. So that's it for this video. Let's see how the nomination process goes today. If any other thing happens, I'll come to you guys and give you guys updates. Thanks for watching, and do not forget to give this video a big thumbs up, you know, so that I can keep bringing content for you guys. Bye, love you.